are the placebo. Can thought alone heal you? You can scientifically heal yourself with thought alone. That's a whole analogy for the placebo effect. You don't have to take that pill. You are the pill. You are the placebo. That's the whole premise of this book. It's explaining the science behind how, with thoughts, feelings, and emotions, you can change your state of being. It's a super comprehensive book of blending science and spirituality. These are the drivers in your everyday life. If you have the same thoughts, same choices, same actions and behaviors, same experiences, and the same feelings, then you're always going to stay within the same cycle of reality, same personality. We tend to be so used to the systems around us that we're so used to seeking for in order to heal ourselves that we don't understand that we have that power within. It's a matter of going within. That's the whole premise of the placebo effect. If you have the same thoughts, same choices, same actions, you have the same memories that cause the same emotions. When you go back to a memory, you're going back to a limbic system, which is this whole thing in your brain. It has this over here. That's your limbic system that holds memories, your emotions, everything that makes you a mammal. It's the mammal brain. Our flight or fight response, our amygdala, our hippocampus, everything is in that limbic brain. The things that make us react, make us hungry, cold, the five senses, everything that is outside the mind. It's the operations of the brain. Here, Joe Dispenza makes you understand how powerful your thoughts, your neurons are. And neurons that wire together. It's a matter of firing and wiring different neurons to cause different feelings and emotions. And that's how we create different states of reality. Making our mind and brain coherent, and then with our heart, the emotions. Thoughts are the language of the mind. Feelings are the language of the body. Emotions are the language of the heart. So that's how they work in coherence, forming our personal reality. The only difference between our conscious and our subconscious mind is our emotions. Everything we store, everything that's repressed, everything we do in an everyday becomes a habit. It's something we are so used to doing that it becomes something unconscious. We don't have to be consciously thinking about forming that state of being, doing that same habit that creates your personal reality. In order to change that, we have to go back to the mind. It all starts with one thought. Then the action you put into that, an emotion is evoked. So you remember it. That remembering of that emotion becomes comfortable because it's something you're used to doing. And your brain is a computer. It stores everything from when you were very little. So it's used to so many patterns. It's very systematic. It's like a computer typing behind you, but you manage that. Your conscious mind is only operating within 5% of your everyday. So it's a matter of understanding those patterns that are keeping you in the same habits and causing the same states of being. I know we all expect to change, and sometimes we feel like we can't change because of exterior things, but it's a matter of understanding that it all really does start with a thought. You might have a super positive thought, but be surrounded with people that don't resonate with that and don't see whatever you want to attain as possible. You have to be the one that sticks with that thought, getting away from your state of being and staying within that mindset of following the people around you. And this is just an example, but you can put it in everything that you're used to. And that could be your environment. If you're very used to doing the same thing and you want to do something different, then you're going to feel weird if you want to change your state of being. There was actually an experience done with the rats, but they were always in the same environment, so like they could never really change because they were following the cues. When your body's following the same senses, it's like following a habit that you want to break. It's the cue, so then you go towards it, and then it's the reward. So it forms this cycle, thought, emotion, feelings. Because if you have a thought that triggers the action, you go towards the action, and the more you experience that same habit, it becomes stored in your subconscious. It becomes a memory. Memories are correlated with emotions because they have weight and they're stored in our brain. So our computer is storing that and it's creating our persona, our personality. Everything here is the iceberg, our subconscious. And then here, this is sideways. Here, where the prefrontal cortex is, that's our cognition, how we think, how we use our thoughts. So the more we understand, bring that subconscious patterns that we become so used to doing, that it became a habit, a state of being, our persona. All of that is our mechanism in the brain that is in the back. And then our conscious mind is the driver of the seat. That's like your motor, your computer. your subconscious, everything you're not fully aware of, but it's your machine. It's what made you. Think about a car. It needs every part in order to be operating, but you don't need to be focusing on everything. You just need to focus on the wheel. And that wheel is your conscious mind. So basically, the placebo effect is that pill within. The pill would be thoughts you're having are like the seeds. So those are like the seeds you have to plant in order to change the plan. So it's going back to what thoughts are you attaching to yourself? And if you want to change the thought you're having in your everyday, leading you to the same actions, same experiences, the same emotions, equals the same state of being. Because you form the same chemicals, the same neurons between your heart, your brain, and your mind. So it's the same coherence that formulates how you operate in your everyday, because it's just a subconscious mechanism. This basically means that thought alone changes your physiology. Your thoughts are more powerful than you think. It's just a matter of not letting familiar thoughts take control of new thoughts that you're having. Whenever you're having a thought that you're being creative, that you want to change your state of being, you feel a sense of encouragement, you feel a sense of inspiration, that you want to do something different, get out of your comfort zone, and then it gets blocked away with all of the same thoughts you have in your everyday, keeping you in that fear of change. It's a matter of seeing what's out there. I know it's hard because it's like they all bombard you, like all these familiar thoughts, and they just feel so comfortable just because they're familiar, but it doesn't mean that they're good for you and you can change. It's a matter of understanding your self-awareness of the thoughts in order to change them. We all have the same brain, but we all have different thoughts, different mechanisms. We all have different ways of operating. So it's a matter of becoming so self-aware of your own thoughts that you can become whoever you want to be. And I know it sounds cheesy and kind of like inspirational, but it's actually true. It's just a matter of following it. You might be seeing this and you're like, oh, who is she to say that? And I'm just like you. We're all trying to figure it out, and I'm just sharing my perspective on the knowledge I've gained. And yeah, if you're interested in these topics, maybe stick around, follow your perspective on what you thought. And if you do read it, then put your comments below of what you think. And if you have any recommendations for me, then let me know, of course. And for anyone who watches this. So yeah, you are the placebo, remember.